Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is the game we won the Pacific Admits Edition. This is my play-by-email match against AsuRob, the Allied Commander and from here, the Empire of Japan. Now it's already July 13th, 42. Situation in Fiji is still critical. The rest of the map is under control, I would say. French submarines, so it's dangerous. But it's deep water, so I don't really expect it too much. No. This is now shallow water, and there was an early hit. This is maybe not enough. Enough to force the submarine to surface, and then it's not dead. Dart. So S-47 is destroyed. Fine. Not the most powerful submarines, but still enough to sink, of course, any cargo or unescorted ship. And here is the British carrier. Finally I had a attack run on a carrier, 4 torpedoes, and luckily one missed. One hit would be already enough to slow down the carrier. And here is no big shipyard in range, so must be back to Cape Town. But 165 get must pay now a little for this attempt. Still, this will also let me, or now I know there's a British carrier around Perth. Good. Still some dogfight here. Ground attacks. Missions. So far all standard. Rob is still aggressive with his Air Force in sweeps and whatever. But yes, allies have more or less a very great pool of pilots all the time. They're maybe not well trained, but I guess it's for allies easier to train up pilots than for Japan. And latest now in summer 42, the replacement and production numbers are starting to increase month by month. Of course, I can also produce great numbers of airframes, but I will always run in the problem with Japanese pilots are limited. Good, more strikes on Suva. S-46 is also here. But now I have no ammunition left. Get one hit, okay. attacking here the India division, and that was successful. I don't know if this is clean. No, we're fighting here, so I think it's jungle. Or wood at least. Anyway, this division is first defeated. Not destroyed, but defeated at least. The 9th Australian Brigade is retreating once again. But my tank regiment scouting run into this stronger enemy force. I can wipe out here one unit. This must be the unit was retreated before. But there's much more, and this is simply too much. So I can only try to run away, but half of my regiment is already disabled. And before I was able to unload here more supplies, Rob is attacking once again. I can hold today once more. My casualties are now 1-1, and that is of course not more good. Allies have nearly double a 2-1, and I think a 2-1 later a 3-1 you will retreat if you have the chance to retreat. So if I don't relieve the hex next turn, later in 2 turns, then it's hard. And the allies making here a counterattack with only some tank unit. Still, this looks not good. This is bombardment. Good. So the turn itself was still in favor for me. But I see 2 issues. First issue is nothing new. The sewer, the allies getting now so strong that I cannot really bloody his nose and let him at least rest 3-4 days. Maybe the allies will attack immediately next turn. And I'm not sure if I can walk out fast enough. And in Australia, near Brisbane, it's one of my tank regiments in a very bad situation now. Good, air war was 1-1 nearly. All flag losses or ops losses. 1 killed pilot, that is okay. A not successful attack against the British carrier, but I was able to sink S-47. This has a short range Mark 10 torpedo, like a Japanese rowboat, but the torpedoes are working. And if you have a base nearby, then also the amount of, or the limitation of torpedo ammunition is not a big issue. So India, I was able to defeat this division that is now, so I can now push down the main road here, that is good. I see here more equipment walking around, and I must still mess. I have here a lot to do. Darwin was also a victory. This stronger force I maybe let retreat to the west, because there's nothing where, I mean, he can walk all the way and then he is arriving at the port, and if we want try to load them, maybe it's very risky. My regiment, tank regiment, is here now nearly disabled. All light tanks are already disabled or destroyed, and the medium tanks, I think this is not more enough to hold. I can only try to run, but the problem is there's air power, so I can only move in combat, so I need 2 days to leave the hex. That for sure. And here at Suva, I was able to unload some supplies, so I'm now over 100%, so it means now some supplies will arrive, I think, here in Suva. But because we just had the battle, now no supplies are left for the unit, so now everyone is completely empty. And every next attack will normally force me out of the hex. And I just can reach 45 miles next turn. So, yeah. If there's an attack next turn, then I will be kicked out. If there's no attack next turn, I am out of the hex. So we will see. Then take care, bye bye.